Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine and this is Leah Sees Movies. It is Falcon and Winter Soldier Friday once again, and I don't think I really need to recap what happened last episode. It was a crazy one. US agent took the serum, went crazy, and killed a man in broad daylight in front of a bunch of people with cameras. R.I.P. Lamar. Malcolm Spellman has said multiple times that episode 5 is the heartbreaker and that it is going to make me cry. So challenge accepted, Malcolm. And I'm unofficially starting Joaquin Watch. I want him back. They gave him to us in the first episode and he was very cute and instantly lovable, and then he kind of just faded away. So bring him back, please. And also Isaiah Bradley. I want a lot of people back is what I'm saying. I have very high expectations for this episode just from what Malcolm has said. So we'll see. Play. And Zemo just walking away.
He's gone.
All of that, all he had to do was walk away to escape. Because the thing is, they've shown with that scene in the last episode that he doesn't feel good about killing people. He doesn't feel good about the things he did to get his medals of honor. But also, he'll still do them. And in the moment, it's not like he thinks about, this is the best choice, I may have to kill some people to get out. It seems like he just snaps, kills everyone, and then he's like, oh, kind of wish I'd handled that differently. I mean, black pain for the white main character's emotional development is not awesome. But also, how does he go from like all this guilt and oh, there it is. I was saying, like, in the trailer, he's all like, I'm Captain America. But it seems like all that took was like 1 second of stretching and heavy breathing. And he was like, that's enough.
I killed him because I had to. He killed Lamar.
He didn't kill Lamar, John.
He was approximately near where Lamar was killed, so.
He almost got me. You made a mistake.
They're really just like, Sam Wilson is going to counsel everybody. Come on, Bucky, how are you getting beat up by a newbie? He got his serum 10 minutes ago.
Why are you making me do this?
Why are you making me do this? Big abusive boyfriend vibes there. Hey, I love that. Those swinging with the wings. Whee. The world's angriest yo-yo. Also, Bucky's vibranium arm got electrocuted. You're telling me Wakanda didn't account for a little electricity? Wake up, Bucky. Back in the game. Participate. Oh. Seriously, dude? He was like, not enough blood on the shield. One more time. Once again, they fought one-on-one. Like, Bucky on John, Sam on John. Where's the teamwork? Oh! Oh, that's how he breaks his... Oh! Oh. You'll feel that in your stomach. Oh, God. Everything is spiny. What are you giving that to me for? Blah, blah, you should have taken the shield. Nah, 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 nah. Look at it now. Shut up. I put it in a museum, bro. I didn't do any of this. Better call Hayward's dad about that, because that was not me. Again, where is my teamwork? Where is my buddy comedy that I was promised? You couldn't even give him a leg up, just dropping the shield and being bitchy. Come on, Bucky.
Hey, you got your sleeve back.
Torres, watch over. He's here.
All right, good to know you survived.
Oh, there we go.
She's laying extra low.
I don't understand what exactly the GRC is. Like, if it's supposed to be like, oh, we're here to distribute resources, why do you have armed people? I don't like that. Like, international incident or no, especially because we saw John Walker working with the GRC. So does he have international jurisdiction, or was he just rolling around the place? Like, why wouldn't they be coordinating with local cops and military?
Sometimes there's nothing to do until there's something to do.
That's bizarrely wise.
Well, I'm a bizarrely wise man, Sam.
Yes, you are. So glad you're back, Joaquin. This is the buddy comedy, baby.
Wait, yo, you forgot the wings.
Keep 'em.
No. I don't want Sam to become Cap and then not use the wings anymore. I love the wings. The wings are awesome. The maneuverability is exceptional. He's so flippy.
You were hereby stripped of your title and authority as Captain America, effective immediately.
I will say I'm kind of happy they didn't go the like he killed a terrorist, he's actually the good guy route.
That. I understand that.
Okay.
I live my life by your mandates. I dedicated my life to your mandates.
He's like, you're not listening to me, and to show you that I am sane and capable, I will scream at you.
You built me.
I mean, that's true.
And return the shield to us with expedience.
Okay, come on now. You don't think they would have realized he doesn't have the shield? Also, are they not aware? I mean, I guess no one would have told them that he took the super serum. But he's a little bit more of a threat than you guys are treating him as.
Well, these boots are not made for walking.
Oh, hello.
Valentina, Allegra, de Fontaine.
Why is Veep here?
I would have killed the bastard too.
Oh, purple hair. That's how you know she's a villain.
You did the right thing. Taking the serum. Don't worry about the shield. I know you don't have it. It doesn't really belong to the government. It's kind of a legal gray area.
It is stolen vibranium. I can't tell if she's gonna be like a power broker or if it's just gonna be the like, okay, now that the official government has told you you were a very bad boy, the unofficial government's gonna be like, hell yeah, more of that shit, love it. She's giving unofficial, I'm the undergovernment B613 type vibes.
How many times do we have to pay with our lives just to be citizens of this goddamn planet?
Granted, there's a wee smidgen of crime and terrorist activity, but like, I get your point.
The girl has been radicalized beyond salvation. He's as stubborn as Steve Rogers before him. But you, they literally programmed you to kill.
So like, you're down with the cause, right? You get it. Should be a very dramatic scene if we hadn't seen him drop all the bullets in the trailer like 14 times. I think people even guessed the circumstances of the bullet dropping shot already. Oh! Yes! Very good.
Goodbye, James.
Okay, problem 1, I want Zemo back. Problem 2, any way he escapes Wakanda, I'm gonna be like, no.
We will take him to the raft.
Ah, why? He's gonna escape the raft.
Where he will live out his
See, there we go. They knew problem 2, I wouldn't accept him escaping Wakanda, so like, alright, let's give him somewhere.
It would be prudent to make yourself scarce in Wakanda for the time being, White Wolf.
The music.
I may have another favor to ask
What?
you.
I was literally like, wow, I hope he's gonna say freaking sorry. No. Another favor to ask. He's like, okay, I broke Zemo out of prison, but I gave him to you guys, so like, next favor.
Going to see your grandfather.
Ooh, Eli's back. Other things I asked for.
That what I think it is? Leave it covered. That stone mean nothing good to me.
Yeah, I don't... What is he gonna do with the shield? Like, I get the respect, but...
You understand. Every black man does.
And yet we're explaining
Don't do
it.
that bitter old man thing with me. If you ain't bitter, you're blind.
This just has big explain racism to white people vibes. Like, we get it. We all get it. We know. The minute we met Isaiah, we knew. We don't need an explanation of how. How did this happen? You served this country. How could it betray you?
To come home to find crosses burned on their lawn.
Who is this for?
I get that. But you were a super
Do you?
soldier like Steve. You could have been the next.
The next what? The next Steve? Blonde, blue-eyed Steve?
Blonde hair, blue eyes, stars and stripes. Oh,
Steve did not put you in jail.
Why are we defending? It's not about Steve. Holy crap. Oh, me. I want Sam to have more scenes. Actually, never mind. No, I don't. They made him stupid. They made him stupid. What? This is a lecture he should be giving Bucky. Bucky's dumbass who has no idea about racial politics in America. What? Sam's just like, I don't get it. Steve didn't do this. Steve would never.
they don't tell us what it is. They tell us it's tetanus. A couple of the boys get captured on a mission. But those are my men. My brothers, not evidence. So I bust out of the facility one night. And I brought them boys back.
So he literally pulled a Steve and saved a bunch of people from POW camp.
And what did I get for saving their lives?
Arrested.
They experimented on me, trying to figure out why the serum worked.
Mr. Bradley, we gotta do something. We gotta tell somebody.
No. Leave me dead.
I'm so frustrated about this scene. Like, it's a great scene. I love getting more detail about Isaiah. I know people? Bro, you can't get a bank loan.
You want to believe jail was my fault? Because you got that white man's shield?
I hate this.
So, they...
Like, I love Isaiah. I like how they're writing him. I like his backstory. I love everything about him. Carl Lumley is amazing, but I hate that the scene is necessary because they're making Sam a moron. Holy crap.
They will never let a black man be Captain America. No self-respecting black man would ever want to be.
Now that's the interesting line. Which apparently had to be told to Sam, because honestly, if Sam wasn't already implicitly aware of everything we're discussing, the racial politics of America, what was his hang-up? Because maybe I was giving him too much credit, that from episode 1 I was like, it sucks to be black. Why would you want to be black on stage? And I was like, oh, I got it. We all understand this. But apparently in this episode, he's just like, I don't understand. What we have to tell? Maybe if we get like a spotlight situation, they'll think, you're grown. What the fuck? Oh, I know that this is supposed to be the like deep scene. This is what, you know, for other people, this is what brings Sam down to the earth and like makes him understandable. And I'm just like, this all should have been understandable from jump.
But as far as the boat is concerned, bottom line is Mr. Din backed out. Kids keep showing up hungry, but are too proud to ask for any help.
And you're just like Mom, feeding every kid in the neighborhood. It might be time to call in a few of those favors.
Hey, look, y'all. Word goes out to those who family needs help. Yeah, we still got a bit of usefulness in us.
I guess she's like, those kids are hungry, but they're too proud to ask for help. Oh, there he is. But then they ask for help, and everyone's like, hell yeah.
You're welcome.
Dick! Everything. No matter how nice he is, he exudes dick.
Sign for it and I'll go.
I don't know why it's so funny. They send Bucky for signatures.
Hi. Hold on. Gotta go up.
Sarah's eyeballing Bucky. If he doesn't talk, he's great.
Want any help? I'm Bucky.
Sarah?
Sir? I support it. I don't actually, because Bucky's being a dick, but like, I kinda do. They really were like, we're on a leads montage where we fix a boat. I was sucker, because this is exactly what I wanted. Like, yes, have I been complaining for like the whole episode? But like, this is all I wanted.
Catch my flight tomorrow. Get a hotel room for the night. Crash, you know.
So you're just gonna set me up like that, huh?
He's definitely doing the please invite me over.
Just stay here.
Sarah, what's up? We should single or
But don't flirt with my sister.
flirt with his sister? This is it. This is the dynamic I wanted. Why couldn't they do that earlier? Just flat lying to these people.
He's the one that killed our boy?
Yes.
No.
I know he's resting easier, knowing that the man who's responsible got his justice.
So that's what's gonna set him up to be like, no, I'm gonna go after Carly myself. And now we angst. Break. No one took those signs down. They were like, let's just rip that one right up. Like, he literally got the job and got fired so fast, the welcome up signs are still there.
I can give you double this time. I promise you won't regret saying yes. So what's it gonna be?
So like, she's a power broker. Like, I don't think there's supposed to be any confusion about that. Which, like, makes sense. Again, something I said, introducing a new character this late in the game would just feel maybe, like, not earned. Like, if this happened in, like, episode 3, then we could actually have the Sam and Bucky relationship develop and have these cute moments, and then go back to, like, alright, we have to travel the world and look for Carly, and, you know, Sharon's a power broker, whatever. But episode 5? That's so late in the game. Like, it should have been like couples therapy and then this.
Hi, Sarah.
I told you specifically that the water was not the problem, and yet here you are.
Yep, Samuel.
It's complicated, to say the least.
Are we going to re-explain
I
racism?
don't think either of us really understood what it felt like for the black man to be handed the shield.
Oh, it sounds so much worse when he just says it. How could we? I read white fragility. I get it. Finally, the apology arrives. Oh, it only took 5.5 episodes.
It wasn't your fault.
I'm so happy we got the apology finally. But it just was so awkward.
Things might be a surprise, but it doesn't matter.
I'm working on being a better ally. Ha! Screw old Joe Biden.
You gotta stop looking to other people to tell you who you are.
I've been making amends.
You weren't amending, you were avenging.
This is gonna be where he tells Mr. Nakajima that he killed his son.
But you gotta make them feel better. You gotta go to them and be of service.
Like fixing my boat.
Who needs closure about something, and you're the only person who can give it to them.
I don't want this scene. I know it's coming and it's gonna make me sad.
Start with one.
Just save one.
But we're also a couple guys with a mutual friend.
Friend's now gone.
So we're a couple guys.
I can live with that.
Perfect.
I can't. The couple of guys line is a direct quote from the show.
This Valentine's Day, here's a couple of things from a couple of guys.
Their interviews are really well-placed, like, seeds into the show that you don't expect. It's really convenient that Carly disappears just long enough for there to be some serious emotional growth, but
Now,
still.
look in your eyes, I could tell you were always thinking that I was running away.
I mean, you didn't have to look in her eyes. She flat out told you you were always running away.
No point in my life did I ever think you were running away.
Is that not what you said?
I was lighting your ass up at the bank.
They have such a great dynamic. Like, they feel like siblings.
There's a fight out there, and then there's our fight here. And bro, you have taken them both on. So you
Because
really
conveniently, the fight out there gave me just enough time to get here.
Decide what you do next.
I don't like, see, this, we go right back to me being mad again. It's like, why are you making it so like, that bitter old Isaiah guy? Why are we gonna...
If I wasn't willing to stand up and keep fighting.
Like, it's one thing to be like, I'm going to do this despite Isaiah, you know, because I personally want to. But don't make it sound like, he's, you know, I'm not letting that bitter old dude determine what I do with my life. Like, that's not the correct way to go about that. It should be in honor of him, if anything. Whee! Oh! Hey, another shirtless scene! Everything Anthony ever wanted. Though he is really getting beat up by that shield.
All day, man.
He was doing a better job before, but I guess it was just the light the light rebounding. Different than like full power throwing it. And here we look for Anthony's stunt double. Stunt double. Stunt double? Like a really obvious stunt double. Woo! I don't know if the flip is necessary to catch the shield, but it does look cool. And that makes it worth it. I want the wings back. Like, presumably that was in the case that Bucky brought. Oh, what if they're gonna open the case and it's gonna be like the wings but with like the cap colors? So she somehow contacted Batroc, who's working for Sharon.
George gets his payback and we get a killer. It's a bargain on both sides.
I'm only here to kill the Falcon.
You'll get your chance.
I thought you liked him. Like, he didn't kill Nico. He wanted to talk to you. Well, Desmond's character is finally showing that, like, bit of regret and ambivalence towards the violence that I was thinking about after the bombing.
They can't stay where they are forever.
Oh! Hayward's dad's about to get lit up. Your guard is a flag smasher. That's fun. Okay, we're opening the case. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Or is it gonna be the regular Falcon suit? You're slow-moing it, so I feel like I might be right. This would be very anticlimactic if I'm wrong. They're still not showing it. Are they gonna cut? Yep. Oh, it's the end of the episode. What? I was unprepared for that. Okay, I have to be right. There's no way that they did all of that build-up for it to not be the cap suit. Oh. Oh boy. What exactly is he? Is he trying to make his own shield? Yep. Yes, he is. He put his medals of honor on it. That's so funny. Very petty of him. I appreciate that. Sam and Bucky take the shield and he's like, no, I'm still Captain America. So he builds his own with his medals of honors welded to it as a big F you to everyone else. I appreciate the petty. Okay. So that was fun. Oh gosh. That was fun and also very frustrating and then fun again and then frustrating again, and it was, I mean, you probably could tell. Literally from moment to moment, I was like, I'm enjoying this scene. I hate the politics of it. Not even necessarily the politics of it, but just that, like, it really seemed like it was like, hello, white people, did you know racism exists? And it's like, yeah, we know that. So we don't need to go through this whole thing. Him going to speak to Isaiah perfectly makes sense. He should do it. He should absolutely do that. But his genuine shock and confusion, like, I don't get it. You had the serum. You could have been sick. No, he couldn't have. No, he couldn't have. What is not clicking? Just, and then it was just so frustrating. Who was the demographic for that? Who's gonna watch that and be like, this is deep? Just someone with like the most cursory knowledge of the history of black service in America. Like, yeah. But then they'd go from that deeply aggravating to just like Sam and Bucky fixing a boat. Bucky's flirting with Sarah, and I'm like, this is what I wanted, and it's super cute. When was I supposed to cry exactly? Oh, I was supposed to cry about Isaiah, wasn't I? No. No, that was not good. Carl Lumley was great. Carl Lumley was very good, but the way, the specifics of the way it played out, no. Yeah, it just went back and forth between like things that really frustrated me and dialogue I wanted to change and characterization of Sam that I simply do not understand. I don't get why he was so surprised by it. I don't like that Sarah at the end is like, are you gonna let some grumpy old man tell you like what to do? And it's like, don't do that. Like, don't make him sound like he's the crazy one after he was tortured for 30 years and experimented. Like, that doesn't make, it should just be like, hey, I know what his experience was and I know what my experience has been, but I want to change that. I want to do good, especially with that whole conversation about like, I genuinely thought I could change the world. We've already had that conversation in episode 4 of like, I don't know if you are an idiot or like insanely optimistic. Like, let him be that. I'm perfectly okay with his characterization being like, I want there to be a better world. I'm not oblivious to the reality, but I would like to change it. Make it that, then absolutely. But don't make it, I just don't get it. And then, when exactly did Bucky have his come to Jesus moment? Because all of a sudden he's like, oh, I followed some activists on Twitter and now I realized I was being a bad ally. Like, where did that, like, that turnaround was so sharp. I truly don't know at what point he's like, you know, I never really considered what it would have been like to give the shield to a black man. It never even crossed our minds. How could, like, if anything, that whole scene with Isaiah, even though Isaiah and Sam absolutely needed to have their one-on-one, it needed to happen, that whole, like, racism exists should have gone to Bucky. Like, because it should have been Bucky's dumbass, like, I just don't get why Sam won't take the shield, and he's just like, idiot. That would have at least, that turnaround would have made sense, because he's apparently known about Isaiah the whole time, but never put it together. It's like the apology I wanted, the recognition that I wanted, the like, I was not listening to you that I wanted. But the pacing of it is so weird and the timing is so abrupt that I can't even enjoy it the way I wanted to, because you're just like, where did this come from? The buddy that I wanted so badly so late in the show. It was like episode 1, they're not together. Episode 2, haha, quirky, rolling under in a field of flowers and we're in couples therapy. Episodes 3 and 4 barely talk to each other. Just bitchy comments from Bucky and Sam being like, what? And then depending if it was episode what? 3? Where Sam was completely plot irrelevant. And then 4, like, and then episode 5, they're friends now. Well, they're not friends, they're coworkers, but they're friends now. Like, Bucky is aware of his privilege, and I just pace that out better. I don't even, like, thinking about it, I honestly don't even know, like, when would you squeeze in this building a boat montage, because I needed to wait for a lull in Carly's plan to give it the space to happen. But it was 6 episodes. It's just because we're so limited. Because there's only 6 episodes, it's like, I don't even mind a slow build up to them, like, becoming friends and becoming effective partners. But it's like, we're at the end now. Now, like, we're gonna get one more episode of Sam in the Catsuit. It's definitely happening. Love that for me. But we're gonna get Sam in the Catsuit. Bucky's gonna come in. They're gonna, like, high five at the end. And then that's the end of the show. So, do we get a season 2, Feige? What's going on? Because now that we've finally made them friends, I want the buddy comedy that I was promised. I will find every press tour interview where they call it that, because up until halfway through this episode, I did not get that. And, well, kind of in episode 2, but it didn't even make sense at the time, because then they acted like they hated each other for another 2 episodes. So, I want an actual whole season of buddy antics, or at least a movie. Yeah, Carly's going full dark side, I guess, and so is Walker, which is a little boring. I mean, I don't mind Walker going, like, dark side, but I also, like, if the most interesting version of U.S. Agent is gonna be the version where he's like, you made me. Everything that I am, everything I've been through, the PTSD I clearly have, is because I joined the military, because you guys told me I was great, because you molded me into this. And now, when I do something wrong, you turn your back on me? Hell no. Like that, which it seems like that's what we're gonna get. I don't want him just taking out Carly because she killed Lamar. That's fine. That's a very, you know, point blank understandable motivation, but him just being like, actually screw the government too, because you built me up just to, you know, watch me fall off the pedestal and not even give a damn, that would be fun. That would be fun. I would enjoy that. I still wouldn't sympathize with him necessarily. Well, no, I probably would make me sympathize with him, and that's what they clearly want us to do. They don't want us to write him off completely, so just give him a little extra. I don't know. I feel like their U.S. Agent's gonna be really interesting next episode, but I'm kind of scared about what they're gonna do with Carly, because I've really, really enjoyed her so far, and I kind of hate the idea that she's just gonna be a full, like, man, we're blowing everything up, because then, like, what's the difference? What's the plan exactly? What is the Flag Smasher trying to accomplish? How do we smash a flag? Are we, because it seems like if you're trying to switch people over to your cause, she was succeeding at that. Being the group that steals from the GRC and hands out food and medicine to refugee centers, hell yeah, people are on your side. Robbing a bank, who cares? We hate banks. But if you just blow a bunch of people up, well, what really happens is that military power is more heavily enforced and we get the Patriot Act. So what is the plan? How do we plan to accomplish our goals? How are we getting from A to Z? Because right now we're at like A and then Q and then Alpha. Like it's just, this not, your goals and the things you're doing are not going to align. You're not going to gain the public support. It's not going to work. So what are we doing here? I think a lot of this show depends on how it ends. Like, I'm at that weird point of like, there's things I like, there's things I don't like. I'm predisposed to like the things I like a lot because I loved it so much going in, and I was so enamored with Sam and Bucky and their prospective relationship before the show even aired, when it was just something Anthony and Sebastian talked about on a press tour. So I really, really want to love this, but I really think plot-wise, it depends a lot on the finale. Okay, so I think, again, like I mentioned earlier, Sharon's the power broker. I don't think anyone's confused, confuzzled about that. Like, what, now again, if we are 100% sure she's a power broker, why? Why is she doing what she's doing? If she's a power broker, why? Why is she doing what she's doing? Why was she recreating the serum? Yeah, for money. As someone pointed out, the serum is the answer, but what does that gain her? Like, she seems to be very successful as just, you know, a big shadowy figure behind a criminal organization. Like, that's a very good use of your time. Does she want to be a super soldier? I mean, that'd be kind of interesting, actually, but why? What would stimulate this urge to be like, hey, I'm doing pretty well for myself, but you know what I need to be? A super soldier. I know she said she wanted Carly, which makes sense if she's the power broker, but at this point, now that all the serum has been taken, what does she want her for? Does she want to experiment on her? Is she trying to recruit her? If she's saying like, okay, here's your goals, here's my goals, you've taken all the serum, there's nothing I can do about that now, but we can still work together, and I can use your abilities and you can use my resources. But if that was the relation, I think it's just because all of the threats of like, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you, that doesn't seem very Sharon-like. And not just the fact that we don't know Sharon that well, we don't know this new Sharon, but she seems pretty analytical, pretty like, yeah, she wanted to take Zemo out because he is the reason her life sucks. But then she didn't, and she thought about it, and she weighed her options. So it doesn't make sense to me that now, if we're in a situation where there is no serum left except with the Flag Smashers, that she would go full Liam Neeson rather than like, okay, let's analyze the situation, what's my best odds, what's the best way to work together. I think that's the thing, that's like my only holdup of like, I can't get with Sharon acting like that when that's not how we've seen her. Even if, even now, she's aiding Batroc, who is aiding Carly, which means it's just her really aiding Carly. So there has to be a reason for that. There's only one episode left. Like, how are we gonna get into all of this? I mean, the power broker didn't actually matter. Like, if we're really taking it seriously, how are they gonna answer all of that in one episode? Because that's just me going way too in depth about the power broker. What U.S. agent's gonna come back to kill Carly about Lamar? You know, he already lied and said that Lamar's killer was killed. So when he tries to kill Carly, it's gonna be like, I mean, Nico, that other guy definitely killed Lamar, but like, she helped. I just neglected to mention that beforehand. Or is it gonna be like, I'm gonna kill Carly, and then the American public and Hayward's dad are all gonna see that I'm the real Captain America? Because it could be that too. Much more boring, but it could be that. We're most likely going to get Bucky telling Mr. Nakajima that he killed his son, and that is gonna make me real sad. I know it's saying like, you can give him comfort by like telling him, but would anyone be comforted by, hey, I was an assassin, I was brainwashed though, like it wasn't really me, and I went to go kill some like dignitary or whatever, and your son like literally just happened to be there? Like, does random acts of chance that lead to losing a loved one make anyone feel better? I mean, usually I feel like humans are comforted by, there's always a reason. Like, shit sucks. Never makes anyone feel better. So like on paper, they're like, it'll make him feel like there's a reason, or at least he'll know how his son died. But I don't know if I'd want to hear that. But that's just me. If anyone takes out one of my family members by accident, please don't call and tell me. Let me live with that mystery. Alright, I think I'm gonna wind down now because I actually am trying to keep these videos a little shorter. Last week was a bit ridiculous. And thank you guys who actually watched that insanely long video. I didn't expect you to. So thank you very much. I'm really excited to see where the show lands. I feel like a lot of my opinion about the show will depend on how they wrap up all these storylines, because they got a lot of dishes in the air and I'm not sure how they're going to catch them. But I truly want the best for it, and I hope it works out, and I hope it makes me happy, and I hope, I mean, actually, I don't really care about the general public. I hope it makes me happy, and if everyone else enjoys it too, that's great. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to do that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I really appreciate you. You can follow me on Twitter at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!